Hey you guys, today I'm here to do my Ghetto Views Volume 70. This is where I talk about things in the news on the news in the blog. People have sent me links to. Everything is just my opinion on the topics that I'm going to talk about. For the new people that's just watching my video, you see the bandage on my face. I just had surgery, but hey, I'm gonna get this video out anyway. So let's talk about what we want to start with. Because I'm going to just do basically entertainment news. I don't want to really do too much sad news. I will talk about certain topics that I do think is offensive. Like that bitch that left, put her baby in the trunk just so she can avoid a ticket because I guess the baby didn't have a car seat or whatever. Bitch, serious? This is where everybody ain't fit to be a fucking parent. Like, bitch, take the ticket and keep on pushing. Like, come on. Now, I hope they took the baby, they take the baby, you just never get the baby back. I feel like once you show that well, no, I'm not going to say never get the baby back, but just, you need to go through some intensive parenting classes to get this baby back. Maybe just too young and not know no better, but nah, fuck that. You know right from wrong with that type of shit. But you need to go through a lot of parenting classes to get this baby back. No, don't pay no fine to get the baby back. No, we need to see if this baby is well taken care of. Because to do some stupid shit like that, you don't need to get the baby back right away. I'm just saying that's real come from another fucking mama. Because you know better than that shit. You knew that was wrong. Just to avoid some fucking charges. Come on, bitch, please. Also, I heard the story. I don't know how true if it was true or not. So if you live in the Chicago area, let me know if it's true or not. About the 9-year-old boy that got shot by some fucking dumbass gang members because they felt like he was warning another gang. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't care if this little boy was trying to be from the other gang or he was being initiated. Like, fucking come on. Y'all know better. Y'all know that, dudes in the hood do this type of shit. So why would you kill this boy just to show that you hard? No, you gonna kill the motherfuckers that set this little boy up to take the fall for their ass. Then you gonna kill their ass. But don't kill the little boy. You teach him, like, look, homeboy, you don't do this type of shit. This shit will get you hurt. But you just kill him. Really? Really? Like, fuck that. If they did some shit like that, I hope they go under the motherfucking jail, go get raped by some big niggas. I don't know, but that is some fucked up shit to do. The reporter lady, Sheryl Green. Now, when I first heard this story, I laughed my ass off. I couldn't believe it happened. She's a news reporter in Alaska, and she was talking about legalizing weed or whatever, and I guess she like the president of this club for weed, trying to get this shit legalized. So all of a sudden, at the end of her little segment, she was just like, fuck it, I quit. I was like, really? Where they do that shit at? Now, hey, I understand you want to motherfucking quit a job, but this is going to be always haunting you, regardless of what kind of job you're getting. Maybe you don't want to be in the entertainment business anymore, but whatever job you're trying to get is going to be hard for you because of the way your liability of you walking off the job like that. Now, the most funny part, it wasn't that she quit on, national, not national TV, but it made national TV. It was the lady behind her when they had to put the camera back on the other lady. She was just like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Like, what do we do? Like, oh, we'll be back. But her facial expressions was telling everything. She was so stuck that would made it even more funny of the lady saying, fuck it, I quit. Now, like I said, we all been there where we want to say, fuck it, I quit, but that was not the way to do it. Regardless of how the world laughed at that shit, that wasn't the way to do it. Moving on. Tyler Perry, congratulations. Tyler Perry and his girlfriend nobody knew of. I'm not going to say Tyler Perry gay. It was stuff, it was rumors. People think that. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care if he's gay. bisexual, straight. I don't care. He made good plays, good movies. I watch them all. Hey, to each his fucking own. He got a girl pregnant. She got inseminated. We don't care. We just know he got a baby on the way. Congratulations. At least you can take care of it. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here struggling to take care of their kids. So at least we know. I believe that Tyler would be a good father. Especially things that he grew up in his life and he know he wouldn't want that for his child. I think that he would be an awesome father. So congratulations. Kudos to you and your new boo, your old boo, whoever she is. Erica Mena and Bow Wow, everybody was shocked as shit to first of all to know that they were dating. Second of all to find out they were engaged. But I was looking at Candy from Sweet Addictions and only time will tell if this story is true because the way she was explaining how Bow Wow reacted about him even dating her or whatever, we don't know if it's true or not. Maybe she said it and he don't know what the fuck to do about it. I don't know. Maybe it's a publicity stunt. I can care less. I don't care if she's sucking on him, sucking on Sin. It's not that private shit ain't my business. What we see, maybe if it happens on Love and Hip Hop, then I'll review how I feel as far as the show is concerned. But what they do in their private life, who they sucking and fucking on, and all that kind of stuff, I can care less. I can care less. To me, that's bitch. Go do something for some kids, some homeless kids, some inner city kids. Then maybe I'll be so excited. You are your man. Maybe I'll be so excited. But just to know you guys are gonna get married and divorced in about 2 years, who cares? Speaking of divorce, Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa, she filed for divorce. It's all kind of rumors and speculations about why they're getting divorced. But I'm like, that's their own private business. That's their own private life. I just hope it don't get nasty where the kid is getting drugged through the middle of this bullshit. I think y'all should both love y'all kid enough to keep this shit private. But no, people want so much attention and want so much fame that they keep feeding the media with all this bullshit. Just let the shit stay fucking between y'all. These kids have to grow up to know, oh, my parents went through this nasty mud-slinging divorce. Grow the fuck up. Just grow the fuck up. That's how I say. A shocking split to me was shocking was because Wiz Khalifa and her wasn't shocking to me. All these celebrities are getting together, getting married, having a baby, and then divorce. Nobody's thinking of the outcome of the kids in the fucking long run. So I really be caring less when it comes to celebrities hearing them getting married, whatever. But who I was shocked, like I said, of splitting was the Neelys. If you don't know who the Neelys is, I don't know. I watch Food Network. I've been watching for a long time. And they're a black couple on the Food Network. They cook together. They work together. All that good shit. So for me to see that they split, I was like, damn. Like, damn, I thought that was some real true black love right there. So, the best to both of them because I like both of them. I don't like one without the other. I like both of them as a unit and how they, just rubbed off on each other and seemed like they were so in love. So, you can't never judge people for what you see because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. Another split was Jason Derulo and Jordan Sparks. That was a little shock to me, but I'm like, once they start getting the fame that they want, these couples just be going downhill. So I just don't expect so much from them. I just really did think they were a cute couple. Let me talk about Sheryl Underwood and her secret that she brought out for the world on The Talk. Now, wasn't mad that she talked about it. People were talking about how she was bitter and how she was that, but I'm like, if that's her truth, that's her fucking truth. Like she said, she didn't have nothing against these ladies. She wasn't trying to really bash these ladies. Sometimes your truth may hurt some folks, but it's your truth. And like I said, I don't think she was trying to bash them because if you listen to her story, it just was like she learned something from them by hearing the other ladies from the Queen of Comedy, everybody except Monique, was on this conference call talking about her. She put the phone on mute and heard what they had to say about her. She said she just wrote notes. And sometimes you don't know how you coming off to people. And then when you hear it, you be like, you can either take it for good or you can take it for bad. You can be bitter and evil. She could have not worked with these ladies afterward. It's just been bitter. But no, she took it and turned it into a positive. Whatever they were saying about that, some of the shit she probably worked on. We never know. But like I said, it's just hard to bash her when that's what she heard on the phone call. Why? Because she bring it out now? Because they were doing Secret Week on the talk. I don't know. Speaking of talk shows, I don't too much care for The View anymore. They do play musical chairs too much for me. But I was watching The Real. I don't think that show is gonna make it. I love me some Tamar. I love Lonnie Anderson. The twin, boring to me. What's her name? The girl that went with Rob Kardashian. Don't come for me just by Rob Kardashian. That's just what I remember. But her, the cheetah girl. She just be too extra for me. It seemed like, I don't know, she just be a little too extra for me. Tamar act like she don't really want to be there because every time they ask her something about her, she be like, don't try it, don't do this. I be like, why? You ask them questions, then when it comes to you don't want to answer. When they were talking about ex-boyfriends or whatever, she didn't want to name her ex-boyfriends, which I want to know who everybody else's ex-boyfriends is. That kind of weird. I try to watch it when I can, but I don't set my time to say, ooh, The Real is coming out. That's just how I really feel about it. And I was excited for the show to come out, but I don't know. K. Michelle versus every damn body. I don't know. K. Michelle, with her, I seen the Breakfast Club interview she did about Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy was making reference like he slept with her or whatever, and then she went on the radio station, but we all know her. She pops off. And she was talking about how he fucked with a transgender. Then he gets on Twitter and said her pussy smell like shit. She gets on there and bash him. They go on his Twitter beat. Now, everybody know who K. Michelle is. You know how she is. She pops off. My problem was with Soulja Boy. You're arguing with a female on social media like a little bitch. That's my problem. I'm so tired of these dudes like, girls can't keep saying that to me. When you gonna be a fucking man and let a girl or bitch, a loudmouth, whatever you want to call us, let them talk. Be a grown ass man and know I'm not going to waste my time on who you say is petty, who you say is beneath you, how you put up on how much she make and how much you make. If you make so much and she make less than you, why are you worried about what she's saying? You know, only hit dogs holler. And I guess when she said something about you and transgender, then you want to bash her. Now, I don't think he was messing with Sydney Starr. I think it was just a picture because she got pictures with all kind of celebrities. So, I don't think he slept with her. But it's been rumors. I don't care. That's my basics. I don't care who he's sleeping with. But K. Michelle does. She gonna keep her name, whether she on TV, radio. She gonna keep her name out there. I swear, we have to talk about her every time you turn around. Whether it's my channel, whether it's Ashley, what it is videos, whether it's Forrest Rock, top of the blogs, whether it's Mike B drinking and talking, whatever it is, it's always a K. Michelle topic. Then I'm glad I kind of waited because then I seen last night I was watching Justin Jay's video about K. Michelle didn't lie, and I was just like, damn, what happened? What happened? So I get on the internet and I see Gossip had put out this deposition thing that she has said that he didn't hit her in the face, or he didn't punch her in the face. He didn't directly threaten her child. He didn't. She was dragged on the floor, but she didn't remember which leg. Now, I'm not gonna say she's lying, but I am gonna say that testimony really, really hurt her credibility as far as being in the courts is concerned. I don't know if they knew how to ask her the right questions or whatever, but it did hurt her credibility because you go back and look on season 1, the way she put it out there was just like, oh, he beat my ass. He beat my ass. So it made it look like he did all this stuff. You get in this wedding dress, you paint your face up in bruises, make it seem like that he beat her ass like a fucking Chris Brown Rihanna fucking situation, and it wasn't like that. Maybe they got into a little scuffle. She said she feared for her life, but I'm sitting there like, okay, you fear for your life. The police was called once you got out the room, but why didn't he go to jail for this? That's my problem. If you were so, then she was like, okay, I didn't have bruises, but I felt the pain the next day. But I'm like, if this motherfucker was about to kill me, I would have been adamant that he went to jail that night. That night. Right after I got out the goddamn room. He would have went to jail. He would have been, this would have been just way out the way that K. Michelle had expressed it in season 1. Now we hear this testimony, and I'm over here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a woman, and I looked at it side eye. I looked at it like, wait a minute, everything is fucking adding up from the way she put it out there in season 1 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Maybe she was trying to boost it up for her storyline. Maybe Mona was boosting it up for her storyline, but I'm just saying it's not a fucking good look. That's just my opinion. Let me try to hurry this up. I heard another South Carolina man shot an unarmed man. When are we gonna fucking stop this shit? When are we gonna fucking stop this shit? I'm telling y'all, it hurts for me to keep saying this type of shit. And I got a 17-year-old son. I got a 13-year-old son. And a fucking 7-year-old son. So, when we gonna stop this? Because I'm scared to let my kids out the goddamn door, not knowing if it's a gang member gonna run up on my kids just because of who they are and how they dress, or if it's a police is gonna fucking fuck with them just because they got a badge on their damn thing. No, we need to stop all this fucking violence and just start speaking up on it. I don't give a fuck if this is a video from 3 years ago. If you see it, share it. Because somebody might not know about it, and we need to get this shit up out of here. Because just like these motherfucking fights where people are jumping people, spread them fights that way. The police can pick up on them motherfuckers that's scared to fight one-on-one. I'm just saying. Shows that I watched this week were starting off with The Blacklist. If y'all have not watched The Blacklist, it's in its second season. First season is on Netflix. Good ass movie. James Spader is my dude. He is so hard. I love the way he act in that. Get into The Blacklist, I'm telling you. Blackish with Anthony Anderson, Tracy Ellis Ross, I think it is. Yeah, that's her name. Lawrence Fishburne, and them kids, I don't know their name. But get into that show. It's a really good show. It kind of reminds me of a modern day, like kind of Bernie Mac show. So it's a really good show. It comes on ABC on Wednesday, so check it out. It's funny. Me and my kids watched it together. It could be a family show. So check it out. How to Get Away with Murder is my new favorite show. I'm telling you, Viola Davis is my new bitch. Oh my God. Now, she was off the hook when she was getting her some with the police officer. And I was like, wow, this bitch is, hey, everybody got to get them some. But it was, when I found out she was married, I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, but that was her way of using, I guess, the police officer, because I was like, this bitch would do anything for her case, seemed like. But that's a really good show. Go check it out. I think I want to do regular reviews for that show since I'm doing it for Scandal. I want to do it for How to Get Away with Murder. So if you would like me to do regular reviews for that one, leave it down in the comment section, because I really like that show and I think it's going to be an awesome season with that. Last but not least, I didn't get to watch Big Brother 16 finale, but I did hear that Derek won for Big Brother 16. And I agree with that. I was either rooting for him or Cody, but I was really okay with Derek winning because if you noticed, he had everybody doing what he wanted them to do through the whole season. And he wasn't a bad dude. I did think he was a little too faithful in some things, but that's, you gotta be like that on the show. But he, through the whole season, he made people really listen to him and do what he wanted them to do. So, shit, he played the game right. I think Donnie won for the fan favorite. I'm not sure if you know. Let me know in the comment section. But if he did, congratulations, because I was loving me some Donnie. And I knew he wasn't going to make it to the end because he was a threat to everybody else. But like I said, that was a good ass show. That's all I have for this week of my Ghetto Views Item 70. If you have any other stories you would like me to talk about, you can email me at missnika@gmail. You can leave me, follow me on Facebook, leave me a message on Twitter, DM me, follow me on Instagram. I don't too much check my messages on YouTube because you gotta go through too much shit. They need to fix that. Tell you to fix it. I'm just saying. But yeah, make sure you check out all the YouTubers that I mentioned in this video. As for Forrest Rock, Ashley Miller, Justin J, Mike B 801. Check all of us out. Talk to us. We all talk back. All right.